What is up, everybody? It is Andrew from Let's Park It and Let's Park It podcast, and I am joined by my very essential co-host,
Zach. I'm Zach.
He's Zach, and he's very essential. He has been deemed essential, and he will always be essential in my eyes. So how does it feel to be essential, Zach? Still?
Yeah, it feels okay.
Yeah,
I'd rather be, at home just hanging out, but
I'm joining the
gotta
rest
get
of us
that money.
non-essentials. Yeah, gotta make sure you can go back to the parks. Gotta get that money so when we go back to the parks, we can go back hard.
Yes.
Just do it like crazy. Well, it is another day here in the quarantine lockdown life. I think we recorded a little bit ago, and that episode just went up. It's episode 7 already. And we have more news. We have a little bit of positive, a little bit of negative, and then some more positive. It's getting there. We're getting better. We're getting up to date.
Probably the most positive we've had so far.
Yes, in a long time. It's been and more along the lines of working towards the future, not second guessing and speculating. More of like a hard line on this, which is awesome because I think we all needed this.
Yeah.
This news. But something's afoot in the galaxy, Zach. You like that little segue? What do we have going on?
Well, somebody in Hartford, Alabama,
wherever the hell that is,
found some of the thermal detonator drinks at their local grocery store.
Now, if for any of you that don't know what these are the thermal detonator drinks you can get at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland or Disney World. And they're little, I think they're 10 or 12 ounce Coke bottles, Sprite, yep. Diet Coke, and they look like thermal detonators. And they're expensive, and they're not as much soda. And then somewhere in Alabama has tons of cases of them, which makes no sense.
Yeah. And they're only charging $6.99 for a 12-pack.
Which is crazy because these things sell for $6.99 empty on eBay.
Yeah.
So someone just hit the I would have bought them all up. I just would have bought the whole pallet. I'd have been like, done. Here you go. So why are they selling them for so cheap? $6.99. I guess it's just soda at that point.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. But there's like really no information on this.
No, where did it come from?
Did someone steal?
They might have, because I know Disney was donating their food and stuff to places.
Oh, I mean, it makes sense. These things can't go bad, or they'd rather it go somewhere rather than it go bad. So maybe someone got
took the donations
off.
And selling them.
That's so crazy considering these things sell for $6 to $7.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're like $7 at the park for one.
For one, and you're getting it $6.99 for a 12-pack. I mean, I kind of wish we lived in Alabama for that, but at the same time, sorry to anyone in Alabama, but no, I do not want to live where you live.
Probably the most exciting thing that's happened to them in a while. It
probably is. Actually, that's probably the funny fact about it is everyone was like, what the hell are these? No one knew. No one knows. Probably still there. But all the Disney fans, I'm sure, scooped them up right away. I mean, they're pretty cool looking. And if you take off the wrapper, you can do a lot of cool stuff with it, paint it and whatnot. Still can't believe they sell for so much on eBay. It's so crazy.
Should have kept the one I got when I was down there.
Yeah, could have made your whole it could have made your money back on the whole entire trip. Oh yeah. So with that, we have to move into a little bit of our bad news. Bad news bears. It seems that Paris has some updates on their coronavirus and how they're handling it and that kind of stuff. And the earliest for large gatherings now is going to be in September, which may or may not affect all the theme parks there, Disneyland Paris, the hotels, the village, and everything else. Um, so it seems like they can't do any certain huge events anymore out there, which makes sense. It's a
It's
big area.
5,000 people or more.
So that would be Disney World or Disneyland Paris. So
Yeah. I mean,
um,
they could probably attempt to do like smaller capacity,
could
but
you imagine?
it'd have to be real low.
I I couldn't even imagine going to Disneyland with 5,000 people. I mean, actually, I could. It would be a dream, but the tickets for that it would almost be like no, like a night that they do magic stuff at, or like not so scary. That's like almost hitting capacity these days. It's nowhere near what it was.
Yeah.
5,000 people in Disneyland would be a dream. I would. That would be amazing. There would be no lines in that entire park. It'd be so nice. So if they were to open with that amount of people, it would probably be a dream of a park to go to. However, I don't think they're going to do that.
No, because I mean, that'd probably have to include employees.
Yeah, true. And Disney employs an entire army
Yeah.
of people. So, it's so many people. Let's just hope we get over this pretty damn soon, because we all want to go back to the parks, and it's affecting not only us but everyone around the world. So yeah, we got to get back. We got to get back to the parks, especially with all the events happening. There's just so much that we're just like missing out on.
Yeah, they had to cancel a bunch of stuff.
So many things. But I do. There's been like talks at Shanghai Disney. We talked about that before, that they're testing or soft opening. So it doesn't seem like the whole entire world is super. We got hopes. Like, we're getting there. We're definitely getting there.
Yeah,
so,
small steps.
Yeah. So we'll definitely get there eventually. Just hope it's sooner than later. So then with that being said, we do have some. Now this can be taken with. I'm thinking of this article as good news. This is probably the best news we've had in a while.
Yeah.
Do you want to go ahead on this one, Zach?
Sure.
We'll just kind of tag team it after that.
This is from today, right?
Yes, this is today from Orange County in Orlando.
The Orange County Economic Recovery Task Force met earlier today to discuss initial guidelines for reopening Orlando's theme parks.
So that's exciting because they're finally talking about it. We're finally getting some real results.
Yeah, some official stuff.
Some really good stuff. And they went over hotels, restaurants, entertainment, the malls, and the theme parks, both small and large, it seems. And from what I'm seeing, that if this all goes well, it sounds like we should be able to get to the parks quickly, actually. Like not the park that we know of, but the park, going to the park in general. So if you want to, we can start this list for everybody.
I just want to quickly mention, it says Mayor Demings has also noted that a June reopening would be more realistic than May.
Which is, yeah, I don't think anyone at this point thinks it's already into April. No one's going to think that. I mean, there are people who definitely think that Disneyland or Disney World's going to open next month or on the first. Like, come on, we have to be real about this. We are in a global pandemic, and things are going to take time.
Yeah, so possibly June.
Yeah, which is better than I thought, better than a lot of people thought, because just the other day there was that article going around saying Disney World's not opening until 2021, and you're like, okay. So this kind of, I think, shut up a lot of those people. And actually, the funny thing is, I didn't see this article getting posted around as much as that article did. Saying the bad stuff.
Yeah, people want to spread the bad stuff for some reason.
And you're like, oh, well, here's the good stuff. All right, let's I'll start if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So basically, you have your major guidelines. You have for where am I going? Oh, we'll start at the hotels. So basically, what it is going to be. They discussed initial guidelines for reopening the Orlando theme parks, including Walt Disney World. You're just going to include all the theme parks in this. So anytime we say these things, it's going to be including Walt Disney World, Universal Studios, Gatorland, all those major things that are happening in Orlando. And so it's just a general guideline for everything. For hotels, phase 1, which is the beginning phase, housekeeping services will be limited and allowed for minimal guest and employee exposure. They're going to promote, if available, mobile check-ins, which is really smart. Everyone should be doing that anyways.
Yep.
Housekeeping services will be upon a request or when guests depart. I never use them anyways, so that's fine with me.
Yeah.
I guess I've been social distancing for a while. Anyone who's not in a crucial role will be working from home. On only delivery room service for guests. They're going to provide self-parking. Basically, your generic self-distancing stuff that we've been doing for a while.
They need for the room service, they need what Aventura does and get them little robots.
Is that what they have? They have robots?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen robots.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go to Aventura. They got little robots.
We're gonna have to. That's the
although
need to go.
It depends on the day, I guess, because we ordered room service to see the robot and it wasn't the robot.
What the? It was a normal person?
Yeah, like we did see the robot driving around, but it didn't come to our room.
That is amazing. I want a damn robot to bring me food. There are mandates though for the hotels. All employees are required to wear face masks. Fine, that's cool. Hand sanitizer everywhere. Temperature checks for the employees prior to their shift, and if their temperature is above 100.4, they cannot enter the premise. So it's a flu. If you have flu-like symptoms, stay home. Front desk has hand sanitizer. Consistent cleaning. Front desk utilize sneeze guards. I'm assuming it's just probably like a plastic.
Yeah, like
plexiglass.
You see it everywhere anyways right now.
Yeah, and I think that's going to become a thing in the future, at least for a year. Then we all take them down once they crack and break and no one cares anymore, which is going to happen. They're going to remove all the service items in the guest room, so your glassware, your coffee cups, and that kind of stuff, which those things are dirty anyways. Like,
yeah, I never use that.
Yeah. Here's
mini bars not going to be stocked.
I don't like that. That can go to hell right there. If it's a mini bar, it's alcohol anyways. It kills the germs, No self-food services. I mean, that would probably be like the Cabana Bay area downstairs, or no? I'm not sure if that's self-service or that's. I'm not sure what that.
Probably just like the grab and go stuff. Is that what they're talking about?
I don't know. They didn't really.
Or like buffet kind of stuff.
I guess we'll have to find out. Just more consistent cleaning. Where else did I go? It's just more sanitized. That's pretty much what it is. No coffee makers. And just everything's gonna be sanitized. Like, which makes sense. Should have been doing that in the first place.
Yeah.
I get it. Now now people have to do their jobs and like actually sanitize and clean stuff. And anyone who's a service worker, I'm not saying you're not doing your job, but I've had some really dirty glasses in my hotel room sometimes, and it's nasty. Beds. Yeah. But Universal's been great. I've never had a bad experience at Universal. Oh, yeah. But it's like, gotta do lecture sanitizing. That's fine with me. I think as long as we all do our part to keep that sanitized and just, doing whatever we can, this could be the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Just keeping that park clean. Do you want to go over the next one there, Zach?
Sure. Next section is restaurants. So the guidelines are disposable paper menus.
You can definitely steal them and use them on eBay then.
Yeah. Encourage takeout / online orders, which again
Perfect.
should be doing anyways.
Yeah.
Online ordering so much quicker.
So much quicker.
Touchless sanitizer at entry. And then during phase 1 and 2, staff who are 65 years and older are encouraged to stay at home.
Yes. They should also have if you're under the age of 10, you should stay at home too and not go to the parks.
Yeah.
Now that would be amazing.
Yes, it would. Mandates hand sanitizer at every table.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I actually love that.
Yeah, I like that.
Until it's out and everyone's like, where's my hand sanitizer?
Yeah. Hand sanitizer at every entry point. All employees required to wear face masks. Temperature checks again.
Yeah, it's basically the same.
Before every shift. All employees with flu-like symptoms stay home. Sanitize the doors. All staff behind counters must wear gloves, except for bartenders. Bartenders to sanitize hands after every drink.
That's dumb. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That's like a surgeon. Even surgeons don't even have that clean of hands. Yeah, you're going to try and tell me that that bartender's going to hand sanitize their hands after every drink in a crazy fast shift?
Oh yeah, especially if you're like a Horror Nights bartender.
Yeah, no, not going to happen. I mean, it sounds good in theory, but unless all of a sudden it's like 5 people at the bar, which, in the beginning it might be one of those lucky 5.
Yeah. Seated tables to be 6 feet apart.
That's weird. But aren't they already 6 feet apart usually?
Kind of. I
guess
know.
In certain areas.
Some of them are pretty crowded.
Yeah, if you're like in the park. Yeah.
Especially for like the quick service restaurants.
Yeah, really, really close.
Yeah. Phase 1, limit restaurant and bar capacity to 50%.
That's crazy. That's going to be a doozy right there.
Yep. And then phase 2, limit restaurant and bar capacity to 75%.
Which isn't as bad, but it's still like once you limit those times and that you're going to increase wait times, you're going to have so many more people waiting for stuff. But if you're at 50%, then, that seated table 6 feet apart won't be that big of an issue. So hopefully, it all evens out and we have the ability to make this go fast. So that way we don't have to be stuck in this.
See, what I don't get it though is if they are 6 feet apart and then you increase capacity, how are you still going to maintain that 6 feet?
You can't. Yeah. So I think once this phase 2 happens, we're at the point where we're like, okay, this is better now. And I think that's when things are going to get lax on certain things. You're going to have people like, I don't know if I necessarily want to, we're not going to follow certain rules, that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
we're going to, things are going to definitely take a quick change. All right. So then we have movie theaters, which I've been wanting to know about this one because I have no idea how a movie theater is going to work underneath these guidelines or underneath what we're dealing with now. Yeah. So basically they're all going to have the similar things. Touchless entry, touchless sanitizer at every entry. If you're 65 years plus, encouraged to stay home. Employees wear face masks, hand sanitizer, visible sight. The whole temperature check's the same thing as we had. However, here's where the kicker is. No more than 4 people in each group with 2 seats between each party. That's going to be phase 1. And then phase 2 is no more than 6 people in each group with 1 seat between each party. So that means if we come roaring back with movies and that kind of stuff, you're going to have a super limited seating arrangement. Yeah. Super limited. Because not everybody has, 4 people in a party, so it's definitely
Yeah.
a
And
big
like
difference.
your average family is probably like 5 people too.
Yeah, so then what do you then you have to be separated somewhere. So this is where all these
Yeah.
lines well, I was actually talking to my father about this today, and we were talking about it. Just seems like these things are coming out and no one really knows what they're doing or how to handle the situation. So it's like we're just all going at it willy-nilly. Like we're just kind of making it up as we go. Like it's like
Yep.
the what is it? Or the everything is made up and the points don't matter. That's what it feels. That's what it
Whose
feels
line?
like. Yeah, whose line is anyway? Sometimes we're just like we're just winging it. Wayne Brady's coming out and singing songs, and we're good to go. Yeah. All right. What else we got?
Next section is malls and retail. I'm
All
just
right.
gonna
Tell me what the mall's
just
gonna be
gonna
like.
malls touchless sanitizer at entry, 65 plus, stay at home. All doors at entry to be propped, manned, or automated.
Okay. Isn't that what they
So
are like now?
no one's touching doors.
Perfect. No one touches doors, anyways.
Yeah, I just now especially I'm just like I use
Yeah.
my back.
No. Hell no.
All employees wear face masks
Cool.
and wipe down everything.
Sweet.
And then interior retail, markers at checkout to ensure people are staying 6 feet apart. Hourly wipe down of countertops, railings, and door surfaces. Touchless sanitizer at entry, 65 plus, stay at home.
Pretty much the same stuff.
And then,
Yeah, nothing new here. Just seems like everything we're already doing, especially out here in California. Nothing crazy to see. The thing is they're doing the employee temperature checks on people, or sorry, the employees. We thought they were going to do it on people, like the customers and stuff. And it seems like this is the not that crazy of a thing.
yeah, I still think they should do that.
Oh yeah,
at the parks at least.
yeah, I think so too. But they must either figured out it wasn't feasible or something like that. So, yeah, okay. Well, we have the big enchilada. What are the theme parks going to be like? Let's hear it, Zach.
This is broken down into small theme parks and large theme parks. It looks like it's mainly the same stuff.
Yeah, so I think it literally is the same.
Yeah, so I'll just go to large theme parks.
Yes.
That's mainly what we're talking about anyways.
Let's hear about it.
Tape marking of 6 feet apart in ride/attraction queues.
Nope. No. How in the world is that going to happen? 6 feet apart? You know how many people you can fit in 6 feet? Disneyland? It's like 24,
Yeah. I mean, they could also do virtual queues, but I don't think they're going to have time to do that.
Yeah, to implement it for every ride doesn't make any sense. We can't do it.
No.
I mean, I don't know. That one just seems like it's going to be hard to enforce.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it will.
I mean, the queue is going to be like 45 miles long for every ride.
Oh, yeah. Like
and
even if they have their extended queues,
oh yeah,
they're still going to be full.
And even if the park is like flowing, if the line's flowing, like you're still going to be bumped up. I think these are guidelines,
Yeah. And are they going to like enforce it?
Yeah. Like how are you going to tell somebody they can't go on a ride because they're not 6 feet?
Yeah. Because half the people are going to be like this in line, like
oh yeah,
and bumping into next everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. It's anyways, I could talk about that one all night.
Staff to regularly wipe down surfaces at random.
Perfect.
That's fine.
At random is so weird.
Yeah. I mean, you'd think they'd like wipe it down quickly after each ride or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's too much.
Yeah, I guess so.
Phase 1 and 2, 65 plus are encouraged to stay at home. Cool. All employees required to wear face masks.
All right.
touchless hand sanitizer at each ticketing entry and turnstiles, and at each ride attraction entry and exit.
We need to get into the hand sanitizer business
Right.
because Disney's about to become the biggest buyer of hand sanitizer ever. They're just going to have a factory on site creating hand sanitizer,
Sure.
which they probably might.
Yeah. Well, they're already in business with Froggies, right?
I think so. So who knows?
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be able to pump out as much. Like the amount of hand sanitizer that Disney's going to go through in the next year in Universal. Oh my God. That's so much. So much.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got?
Temperature checks prior to shift for all employees. All employees with flu-like symptoms advised to stay at home. Wipe down of all railings and surfaces after every use.
And here we go. The thing we all wanted to know.
Phase 1, 50% capacity.
That is a big, it's a lot. I'm not sure what I thought was going to happen. That's
Let's
a big
see.
dent. You're doing some math?
Yeah. So Disney World's capacity is 100,000.
Is that for all the parks?
That's just Florida.
But is that all the parks in Florida? That sounds like that number. That's like
That's Magic Kingdom.
Just Magic Kingdom?
Yep, 100,000.
Really? That's a lot.
Yeah, and it's been at capacity before a few times.
So,
and then Disneyland is 85,000 people.
I thought Disneyland was like 50. That place gets to capacity all the time.
Yeah, Disneyland, 85,000 people in addition to 10,000 cast members.
Damn. Either way, that's a giant dent to any time. But going on a slow day is going to be real slow now.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be dead days.
And then phase 2, 75%.
Yeah, which is fine. That's like nothing. That's just like a normal, that feels like a normal weekday or something like that, probably.
Yeah. And then
I guess, what?
No, keep going.
I was going to say, it feels better. It's just nice to have these numbers.
Yeah.
And to know that we'll get there soon, even if it is at 50%. But it's going to be like, how do you choose who goes and who's like cut off? Like, what about pass holders?
Exactly.
Like pass holders in Disneyland out here, that's 50% easy. Like that 50% capacity can be just pass holders.
Yep.
So is it a lottery system? Who do you do
first come, first serve, probably.
That's going to be, and they're like, sorry kids, Wally World's closed.
Yeah. It's like, don't sleep in on your vacations.
Nope, because you got to get there. It's like, I wonder if they'll do a boarding pass. If you're like online or something and they're able to, you got to be able to do it, I don't know, not in the park, but like maybe, well, you have to be inside the park or inside the, I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff that's going to have to happen. And Disney's probably freaking out because they don't know how to handle it. And Disney and Universal. Because Universal doesn't have a thing like that. So how are they going to do that kind of stuff?
Yeah. I'm reading a little further. It says phase 3 would be a return to normal.
Yeah. So let's just hope that we get there very soon. It seems like these phases are where we need to go, where we're going. And let's hope we can get to at least phase 1 super soon, which it seems like Florida is getting there. And they want to push this through as fast as they can because Florida does not care.
I mean, that's a lot of their money right there.
Yeah, they're huge. And I know that their social distancing and federal guidelines expire on April 30th, and I don't think they have. I think they're literally like reopening.
Yeah, they're already doing like beaches and stuff.
Yeah, on May 1st, they're going to start the plan, the rephase, the one that government was given. So, yeah, we will see what happens with that. It's going to be very interesting next month is going to be a very interesting month for a lot of different states, because here in California, we're still locked down to the middle of the month, which I think it's going to get extended to the end of the month.
Probably, yeah.
Wisconsin's at the end of the month of May. I think Massachusetts just got changed until the middle of the month.
I think New Hampshire did too.
So was it like the middle, or is it the third week?
Probably the third week, I think.
Yeah, it was like it was a decent chunk, and but even then, once we go into these first phases, it's not like much opens. That's the crazy thing. It's like you can go to a restaurant, but it's at 25% capacity, which is you're gonna have to wait in Disney lines to go to Chili's. It's gonna be a major difference, and hopefully we're able to get through these first two phases really fast, just so we can do stuff. But as far as it comes to big crowds, that's the kicker right there. We want to do all this fun stuff, and it seems like we're gonna have to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
I just want a haircut, I just want a haircut.
Me too.
It's
my hair is really bad.
I'm not gonna get a Flowbee anytime soon. I can't find them, and I wouldn't know what to do with it. This hair would just, and luckily it's still holding up a little bit because I'm in the Dark Lord. Oh, we should have talked about this in the beginning. Disney Plus, May 4th, all of the Star Wars movies out. Even though they're only like missing one right now, right?
Yeah, Rise of Skywalker. No, Solo's not on there.
But it's the trilogy.
The Skywalker saga will all be on there.
What one are they missing right now?
Just Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm actually slowly working my way through them.
Yeah, I actually started a Harry Potter marathon last night. So I watched what's the first one?
Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone.
Philosopher's Stone, yeah. And they're so young in that. Like and I was watching it, and I haven't watched the first one in a while because I always just go right to Prisoner of Azkaban because it's it's like where shit gets real. And I'm watching this, and I'm like, yeah, reliving it because there was some really cool visuals in there of like the build up to him getting into Hogwarts and stuff. And then so these three kids go and like go away from the rules. They defy the rules. They say they're all like, you got to be stuck in your house. You can't go anywhere. And they're like, nah, see you later. We're going to go try and, almost get killed. And they almost get killed. They happen to save the day, but Slytherin is winning the house, right? And then all of a sudden Dumbledore's like, oh, well, because you guys disobeyed laws, I'm going to give you points, Gryffindor, and you points, Gryffindor, and they're tied. And then freaking Neville comes out and he's like, for standing up against your fellow person, 10 more points. Gryffindor wins. Dumbledore, we see you. I see you. Choosing sides. What an asshole. Dumbledore, you an ass. And then Hagrid's like, does one of those like winks at the camera. And you're like, shut the fuck up. I always hate those. Like, they always look over, and there's like the nod, and then it should just pause and say like their name on the side, like an old '80s sitcom. Dumbledore. Yeah. So tonight's gonna be the next one, whatever the hell it is. So I gotta watch that. What number are you on for Star Wars?
Next one will be A New Hope. Number 4.
Okay. So you're out of the prequels.
Yeah.
Into.
Just watched Rogue One yesterday.
That's a good one.
That's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah. But I mean, what's 3?
3, Revenge of the Sith.
That one is not the worst.
I don't know. Rewatching it is kind of bad.
Oh, okay.
I hadn't watched the prequels in a long time, and I've always defended them.
Yeah,
but they're kind of bad.
Like Phantom Menace, the whole pod racing stuff is so cheap. Like the whole movie's cheesy, but Darth Maul fight scene, That shit was bomb. Well, he's
Yeah.
just pacing back and forth like a freaking pit bull, and then Qui-Gon Jinn's like, "I'm about to die." Spoiler alert, everybody! If you're listening to this and you don't know that, well then, you're probably
Get on it.
the one person who listens to this.
And speaking of May the 4th, did you see Disney tried to like do a copyright or something on the May the
On Twitter,
4th
on Twitter,
on their hashtag?
yeah, Twitter freaked out about that.
Yeah.
I saw that, but then if you read the one up, it's because they want to put you into an advertisement. So that's what it was about. So it's basically they were not putting a. So one of my friends decided to like turn this into a thing like Disney Corporation, like the mouse coming down looking over you. And I was like, no, it's just because there's probably 50 million people who are going to use this hashtag, and they want to actually use this in an ad, and no one answers their Twitter messages. I get it. I see the business side to it because it's just lazy. But yeah, I also get the F you mouse. The mouse is watching, the overseeing lord of the mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Which we just should have talked about this in the beginning, because it's way happier. So yeah, we'll have to do a Star Wars May the 4th. I wish we could stream on the channel. That'd be fun. Just to do a whole
You'll figure
Mystery
it
Science
out.
Theater 3000. I think it's the subs. I don't have enough subs yet. People, you need to subscribe. All 4 people listening to this. I mean, there are some people listening. We have had visitors. So if you are listening, make sure to subscribe, because we want to send you all kinds of cool content, and maybe even do it live, because that would be crazy, and I would just get drunk. We would just get drunk and stay super shit. So, do we have any more news? Anything else?
I think that was it for the past few days.
I think so too. Luckily, there's a lot of good news happening. It's getting better. Stay indoors, people. Wear the masks. Hand sanitize. Stay 6 feet away from your brothers and sisters. Don't sneeze. Don't get allergies. Don't get sick. Basically, if you can't do anything, just
I have allergies.
Eat, drink, and be merry. But also don't have allergies, because if you have allergies, you're like, is that you, Rona? Is that you?
Yeah, that's me all the time.
Yeah, you're like, I swear I don't have the Rona.
And then people are like,
exactly, right there. Like, I'm getting rid of this guy. I'm getting out of here. All right. Well, make sure to comment, subscribe, like, tell us what you want to hear. All that jazz. And then how are we supposed to do this? How are we supposed to say it? I said it in the last episode.
Yeah.
It's not with that being said. So on that note, Zach.
Let's park it.
Boom. Catch you later, guys.